All right, so good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to another scene for Lost Cub, the video game. I mean, close enough. But whatever. We will be setting this scene just after Anton has gotten back in the middle of the goddamn night to the proverbial Miller place. Wherein it's all of moments later that he will be accosted by Becca, who pulls him aside and is like, "Look, the guys they brought home another one of you guys, but he's hogtied, and I might have drugged him the fuck up and in the basement." Kind of glancing aside at him.
Puts a cigarette in his mouth very calmly. Lights it. Takes a drag. Again, so calm. So eerily calm. And why did you do that?
Well, I mostly drugged him just because I didn't want to get mauled. But from what I understand, when the guys came back and unloaded him, they found him out fighting some fucking monster or another, helped him kill the monster, tried to talk him around. He wasn't having any of it. So they decided to knock him the fuck out and bring him back here.
Right. And we've left him down in the basement.
I didn't know where else to shove him, honestly. I'll put a blanket on him.
Pump full of drugs.
I'm going to revisit the part where I don't want to get mauled. And apparently he really wasn't taken to it. I heard he snapped at Jane. So...
Well, when you bunch of people turn up in the middle of nowhere, no clue who you are, and you start getting, I imagine, knowing Bill got very loud. I can imagine he would not take kindly to that. No, of course not. No. So our response was to violently knock him out and then bring him back here like we've kidnapped him.
Looks like, I mean, she's kind of got this helpless look of like the shrug. I got left to keep an eye on the house and on Heidi, so...
And you were left behind. None of them are here to take... I'd take a rage. Like, she'll see it. He gets angry.
She shrugs. I'm used to being left
not at here, not at her, though. It's just that the situation and that type of thing is like...
I mean, she can see he's getting agitated. Taking a rage is pretty visible, so it's like,
yeah.
I'm used to being at the house with Heidi. We're fine.
That's not the point. That's not the point. What happens if the drugs didn't work on him and he busted out and we had a fucking incident?
Oh no, they're around now. Just when they went to get him, I wasn't with them, so...
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have a fucking talk with everyone about that. First thing we're gonna do... But the first thing we're gonna do is get him upstairs to one of the beds.
Air mattress, or you want me to put him in the proper bed?
Put him in a proper bed.
All right. And Becca.
Undo his ties and put him in a proper bed.
She just kind of gives a nod. Scrubs out her cigarette on the rail outside. Shoves the butt in her pocket and shoves her hands in her pockets. Saunters in towards the basement.
Anton follows down, like probably picking up bottles of soda, bottles of water, and all that as well, because the kid's gonna need to stay hydrated.
Oh yeah, and it's pretty cool down there, and Anton will say as she comes on down, where he's been like kind of tucked off. He's wrapped up in a blanket. They're not complete monsters, but she goes over to where this poor kid is slumped over, out cold, and kind of carefully, gets down, and she's a pretty strong lady. She scoops him up carefully and kind of, all right, up we go, and starts taking him up the stairs.
Yep. Bring him to one of the rooms. Anton helps her set the kid down, open the blanket, tuck him in, puts the fucking soda and water on the table. We got any food left over here?
Yeah. What the fuck did you bring by for dinner? Like takeout or something?
Yeah, give us the remainder of that.
Yeah, I gotcha. You want me to keep Heidi distracted?
Yeah, you just give her a nod. Yeah. If it gets a bit loud, I'm going to need you to come in.
I mean, I'm going to have to wake him the fuck up anyways, so don't let him maul me, would you?
He won't maul you. Just take a step back after you do.
Oh, don't you worry. And she helps him get him situated in the bed. Pretty recognizably, poor JJ there is wearing a pair of Sage's swim trunks, very similar to what they did with Abigail when she first came out of the water.
Do we have any more fucking clothes that he could wear? Jesus Christ, guys.
There's a helpless shrug.
Rubs his face.
We don't exactly have closets all stocked up, Anton. I mean, I can probably pull some things out of my car. I've got like a spare jacket in there, but
anything. Try my room. There should be 1 or 2 spare clothes belong to me.
I mean, truth be told, they're in his room. There's only 2 actual beds in the place right now, and that is the one that Jane has and the one that Anton has. So,
all right,
she'll let him root around, and we'll go to retrieve the food.
He'll change, say, whatever the guy, to put on like actual like proper sweatpants and actual like decent clothes. So he's not in a pair of fucking swim trunks. All right.
And yeah, she'll come around back in with some of the Chinese. I mean, it's cold by now, but still good.
It's better than nothing. You know what I mean? He'll kind of set it down by the soda and the water. All right. Wake him up. He lights a cigarette.
Becca makes a brief saunter back out. And being the well-resourced woman she is, she actually comes in with a pretty fucking big needle. Like, this is some no shit fucking whatever that she's got. And she'll come around to the bed and like clamber up so that she can actually get him turned around properly so she can get at a major vein. Like, she ain't fucking around. And kind of glances back and goes, as soon as this stuff kicks him, he's gonna be he's gonna get real startled real fast. He's gonna kind of like, it's gonna feel like it's gonna be an adrenaline rush. Kind of glances back.
Okay.
All right. And yes, JJ is draped out. He is no longer tied up. He's got at least some proper clothes on. It's like a pair of sweatpants and whatnot. And he is actually tucked into a bed.
I'll roll to activate persuasion because I feel like this is going to be fucking necessary.
It's a good plan, buddy.
Fails for now, but I can re-roll to reactivate it. It's on bot, so I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she's looking back and waiting like for the nod.
Anton takes off his jacket very calmly, cracks his knuckles to, puts the sawn off under the jacket so he knows it's there. Locks and kind of goes, nods.
All right. And yeah, she kind of hikes back a bit because this takes some force and actually like slams home an adrenaline shot. And then as he jolts, will be launching herself backwards off the bed, taking the needle with her. So JJ, you will wake very abruptly, very startled, kind of heart hammering.
All right, so it's like, and so JJ. All right, so first of all, you woke him up with adrenaline, but whatever was putting him to sleep is still in his system. So he's like awake, but also super groggy. And so he falls out of bed, gets rolled up in the covers, and just like, all over the place.
Try roll activate persuasion before I speak again. Oh, I botched. Fuck me. Okay, cool. Anton will then go, hey, buddy, relax. Take it easy. Breathe.
He's not getting closer, is he?
No. Keeps his hands up where JJ can see them. Like, there's my hands. Hello. but doesn't take move an inch. Hey. Take it easy. Nice and breathe. Breathe in and out your lungs. That's it. Take your time.
Where? All right, so where's the rest of them? Who are you?
The name's Anton. The rest of them are taking a walk. Let's just put it like that.
I want to go home.
I understand that, but we need to have a little chat first before we can even take that step, okay? Now, nobody's keeping you here, but we need to have a talk. Now we can do this like gentlemen, and I even got you food, and I got you water, and I got you soda. But we can do this like thugs. I don't personally like handling things. Oh.
So just a quick note. It's one of those things where there's a lot going on for you right now, Nick.
Yeah.
But the second he mentions food, like you feel like your stomach might actually swallow your spinal cord. You have shifted for the first time. Huge metabolic process. You are fucking famished.
Okay. So first of all, John James does not look at Anton. Instead, at the mention of food, he looks for the food and actually like.
Yeah,
and upon seeing the food, grabs it, rips open the takeout box, and as it all slops on the floor, like fucking when takes a handful of what's in the takeout box and just and whatever falls on the floor eats that too.
All right, food it is then. But there is again water, soda, so we can again handle this like gentlemen, or we can handle like a thug. I don't like handling things like thug generally. So which is it going to be?
JJ grabs the soda. You. All right, you say that you ain't a thug, but your little cult cronies told me otherwise. They showed me.
That was their mistake. And one mistake, believe you me, there's going to be a long talking to afterwards. And they ain't my cronies. We're not some gang. We're not some cult either, so let's just get that out of the water first. Now, I apologize for
y'all kidnapped me.
I
don't know where I am. These clothes ain't mine.
They're not. But what happens when you first change is you lose all your clothes, and I didn't want you wandering around in a pair of shorts, so I gave you some of my clothes.
All right.
Where you are is a place called Natural Bridge.
All right, where's that? I ain't from Virginia.
It's up in the mountains in Virginia.
Oh, so we're in the mountains.
Yeah. Now, I know you're thinking I'm in the mountains. I can make a way. There's a lot of forest here. And if you don't know your way, it's very easy to get lost. Very easy.
Oh, yeah, it is easy to get lost. It is very easy to get lost in these mountains.
It is. That's why I'm very good at finding my way.
Oh, good. I hope you is.
But like I said, what's your name? Let's start with that.
All right. Just like I told your thugs who... Oh, shit. Did Anton say his name?
Nope.
Never mind. He doesn't say that because he didn't say his name.
What did you say? Because you kind of cut up on me a bit. Because you kind of skip jump for me, so I could.
You cut out for a second.
Sorry about that. Am I coming in clear?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So basically, So John James would not say your name if he doesn't know your name, basically. So yeah.
And we missed the whole answer. You said, like I told your cronies, and then you blanked out.
Oh, sorry. So, like I told your cronies, I'm John James Davis.
John James Davis, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And again, for the second time, they are not my cronies.
All right, well, I'll tell you for the second time. Could have fooled me how they's acting. I don't care what you say you's going to do to them. They shouldn't have acted like that.
Well, we all got a little bit of rage in us, and that's part of the point. But that doesn't excuse the behavior that they displayed, and don't worry about it. You leave that to me.
Why were they so weird? One looked like a skeleton, the other looked like he was shining like the midnight sky, and then the other one looked like a goddamn bear.
Well, because in the other world, where you all were, I'm assuming, each represents a different thing, a different tribe, a different part of what we are.
All right, listen. I don't have any Native American blood, so I ain't part of no tribe.
And neither do I. In fact, most of mine is Eastern European.
Oh, so you're some kind of Russian?
More Romanian.
Well, I don't know where that is.
It's in Romania.
I mean, I don't know where Romania is.
It's near Russia, big guy.
Okay, but you ain't Russian.
No.
All right then. I guess I won't distrust you right off the bat.
Okay, big guy. Okay, I know. Okay. He kind of smirks. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this out for you real quick. You seem like a straightforward guy. Is that right?
Pert near.
Okay, you're what they call a werewolf. A big, 9-foot werewolf.
Okay, go on.
Other common name for it is called Guru. We are beings that are chosen. We were all human before, but we obviously got changed by what they like to call spirits, what they call entities. The biggest entity that we all apparently are tied to is called Gaia. That's the lowdown. That is the real deal.
Okay, well, listen, I don't go to church, but I worship Jesus.
It's got nothing to do with Jesus.
I know it ain't got nothing to do with Jesus. It sounds like a bunch of not Christian talk.
Walk over and kind of prop his foot against the door, lean up against it. Well, you gotta cut your head out of conventionality and think logically.
All right, I will think logically. Logically, people can't turn into wolves.
Yeah, well, we do. And we've been in the shadows the whole time, watching and keeping things safe. That's how the world works. We're the good guys. We're the ones that defend the righteous and punish the sin.
Oh yeah? Well, if you're such a big bad werewolf, why don't you show me right now, huh?
Pops
You can't,
Krynos.
because I ain't hot. Oh Jesus. Oh fuck.
Like spends rage, she like boom in Krynos, and then melts back down into Hamid again.
How'd you keep your clothes?
We'll work on that. I know a trick. But I've been at this game longer than you have.
So you're saying I can become just like that?
Oh yeah. But key difference is we all got to work together. Lone wolfing it don't work. I tried it. It don't work. You end up getting people killed. Good people. Innocent people. You got a family, right?
What's it to you?
It's an honest question. You got a family or not?
Of course, I got a family.
I'll put this into perspective then. Your family don't know what you are. You come home and you take that type of form around them, you'll end up putting them in danger. You'll end up probably actually might accidentally killing one of them. Because from what I noticed, when we take that form around other people, bad shit always happens. There are things out there that will hunt you. There are things out there that are wanting to kill you because you're on the good path and they're not. And the first target they'll go for is your family. Trust me. You can bullshit me, but trust me when I say they'll go for your family. And they'll get them. And they'll hurt them. And they'll use them to get to you. I got a family. All the bear and the girls got a family. We don't bring our families into this. Because if we do, they're dead.
Is there a window in this room?
Let's see. If he's still in the parlor, yes, there are probably several.
I mean, are we in the parlor or are we in a bedroom?
I thought we were in my bedroom.
You originally set your bed in one of the parlors of the house. If you
Oh.
want to have moved it into one of the more interior rooms, you could have.
No. No, parlor, fuck it.
All right, so we're in the parlor.
Yeah,
basically, if you're taking time to actually study out the window, you can give me an alertness to see what the situation's like out there.
Okay. Well, I will do that, but I am going to be doing it at a difficulty 8 because knockout drugs combined with adrenaline. I've never experienced that, but I can assume it's at least
Sounds
a +2
rough.
difficulty.
Sure.
Yeah. Like a regular human person should not survive. So
Oh yeah.
difficulty 8, and that's a botch.
So yeah, it's all you can see out that window is that it's pitch black. You don't even know what floor you're on. It's just dark out.
No, Katie, I don't even notice a window. I just have a splitting migraine headache.
Oh, I'll give you that.
I mean, hey, it's a botch. Like, trust me, you can go rough with the botch, Katie. You can go rough with the botch.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. So yeah, you just have a splitting headache. It's hard to really focus. It's hard to look around the room.
Like, Katie, you know how so when you have migraines, do you get, because everybody's had a migraine, do you
Light
get like
sensitive,
spots
sound
across your
sensitive.
vision?
I've never gotten the spots before. I just get really light sensitive and really sound sensitive.
Okay, so JJ is like, seeing spots essentially, but also it's like, that like twinge of light and sound sensitivity, and so JJ's eyes are like, like closing his eyes, and he's like Anton, you can tell without any peony that he's like straining his ears like not to hear certain loud sounds.
Take some water, kid.
And JJ takes a few feeling out attempts to find the water bottle, but he does, and he opens that and just starts drinking it.
So, but our main job is to save people. That's our main job, to stop what they call the worm, which is an evil thing. Those bad things you see in the world, that's the worm. That whole devil thing, that's the worm.
All right, well, You sure don't look like any angel I've ever seen when you transform.
Put it into perspective. If I can offer you proof that we save people, and you start coming around, maybe even
You my head hurts. I can't think right now.
If I give you proof that my group and I, we save people, we help people, if I even show you someone that we helped and saved, show you what happened, what we saved her from, what I specifically saved her from, would you start taking me seriously? Because we can do this song and dance all night. But like I said, you're a straightforward guy. I'm giving you a straightforward question.
All right, sure.
One warning, though. You frighten her. You hurt her. And then I won't be so friendly. She's been through a lot. Just like you. So keep that in mind. Like I said, we're behaving like gentlemen. You think you can do that?
So JJ will actually take a rage at the insinuation that, you know, at the mere insinuation. So only at three.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. But yeah, like, and what Anton will see, you know, is, you know, obvious signs of rage, like, you know, even though he's like, you know, like in the middle of what obviously must be a migraine, you know, like you know, snaps his attention over at Anton. I would never hurt a woman. You take that back.
Anton clicks his fingers quite loudly, so for a migraine, that is agonizing. Don't talk down to me. Don't talk back to me, boy. You follow the rules and you play along nicely. But don't you get aggressive at me. I'm the one being nice. We clear? I'm just giving you a perspective.
All right, but you're insulting me. You're saying I'm going to hurt her.
I didn't say. I said if. Don't put words in my mouth. I ain't Bill. I'm not going to yell at you. I ain't Jane. I'm not going to hit you. I ain't Sage. I'm not going to stand there saying, Star Child, rule the world. When I say something, I mean it. Now I say, if you get aggressive, if you do this, then we won't be gentlemen. But I'm trusting you to be one. I'm putting my trust in you. Are you going to let me down?
Are you going to let me down?
What did I just say?
You said you wasn't.
Do I look like the type to bullshit you?
Listen, listen, mister. Listen, I understand what you're thinking, but you gotta understand what I'm thinking. I ain't used to this kind of shit. You just turned into a goddamn looking like some kind of something out of a comic book. Okay, something out of a superhero movie.
I know, but I'm just laying it out for you on the line. Sometimes we gotta be honest with you.
So wait a minute. If there's werewolves, is there vampires? Is it like a whole thing from Underworld out there, or do we have to fight vampires?
We don't know. That's like I said, one step at a time. You don't want to overload your brain. Now, I'm gonna knock on this door, and she's gonna come in.
All right. Well, please do it quiet. My head hurts.
Anton would gently rasp at the door.
Yeah, the door kind of pops open. Becca pokes her head in. She's like, this is practically like if you've ever seen someone with a cat try to go through a doorway without letting the cat out. This is what she's having to do with Heidi at the moment. Kind of like, yeah, what's up?
Let Heidi in.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. And yeah, she moves out of the way. And almost immediately, like slipping through the small crack in the door, is this little girl. And by little, I don't mean young. She's actually looks like she might be a touch older than you, if you really want to suss it out. But with the migraine and all, it might be hard to tell. But she's very small, kind of waifish.
Okay.
And yeah, she slides almost immediately through the door. Sans the hat, obviously. The hat will not fit through the crack in the door. But she slides in and almost immediately kind of starts glancing between you guys. Becca goes ahead and quietly closes the door again.
This is Heidi.
Just a little wave.
Why don't you tell our friend here about who I am and what I do? He's having a little bit of trouble understanding. Things got a bit crazy with the other people. He just needs to understand a few things. Think you can help me out with that?
He's like you, right?
Nods. He's a bit scared.
She brightens a bit and kind of turns to regard JJ. She'll turn around and kind of tilt her head a little bit, like the kind of tilting down to try to look up at him since he's kind of got his head bowed with the headache. Hi.
Hi, good. Nice to meet you. I'm John James.
And she takes a step forward, like pretty fearlessly, honestly. Just kind of takes a step forward and sticks her hand out. Mighty.
And John James reaches forward about 3 feet the wrong direction, and then looks at where he put his hand, and then moves it toward her, and like bumps the back of her hand with the back of his hand, and then finally moves it, and then finally takes hers and shakes.
Yeah, she kind of gently helps the poor guy out since he's having a rough time. And, kind of gingerly, guides his hand with the other one so that she can put her, admittedly, like, you're a pretty high-strength character, I'm assuming. You've got, like, them big working hands.
Well,
her hands are...
Well, look, I am, a really strong guy, but because of that, I don't tend to give people firm handshakes.
Yeah, so she'll...
Yeah.
It's just more that, like, her hand is kind of dwarfed.
Right.
But she shakes his hand gently and then kind of, like, more in offering than in the intent to do anything, kind of reaches gently up, like, are you okay?
No, my head hurts. Y'all got any Tylenol? Some ibuprofen?
We can get it eventually.
You could ask Becca. Here, why don't you sit down? I'll help.
Okay.
And yeah, she'll actually kind of keep a hold of his hand just to make sure he doesn't tip over. Not that she has a lot of weight to throw against him if he does, but kind of help him sit down and kind of just gently moves around him and very carefully, very delicately, like reaches around to the either side of his head, like finding his temples, and starts very, very gingerly, like trying to kind of coax the headache away, trying to kind of soothe it, like just rubbing very gingerly at his temples. So if you're like Anton, that means you save people, right?
I mean, I certainly don't let people talk badly about other people.
Oh, when I met Anton, it's because he saved me. There's a monster. A really kind of... She actually gives a little bit of a shudder. Anton will see it. But her hands are busy, so she doesn't start scratching. A really bad monster. And he broke in through the wall, and he saved me. He got me out.
Well, all right. Well, I guess it might sound a little funny, but I guess I did save a dog.
That's still good.
And I did, and I guess I did save the Monroes. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. That feels nice.
It's not going to cure the headache, but it definitely will lessen the effects somewhat as she's kind of very gently coaxing and kneading, and yeah, it lulls away the worst edge of it, dulls it out some. It's what you do, and it's what Anton does, and I think it's like what my mom did. She kept us safe. There are a lot of really, really bad things. She made sure they never hurt us. I even got my dad.
Oh. Well, I truly am sorry for that.
Me too. Yeah, for Anton's sake, because he can actually see her pretty clearly. This poor JJ's got her kind of stood half behind him. Like, and there's a lot of empathy in the voice. There's a lot of feeling in the voice. And he might even catch it, the
Actually,
change in
yeah, I am
pitch.
gonna roll perception. Is it perception empathy to detect lie?
Yes, you can. And
All
I
right.
mean, I'm not going to necessarily make Anton roll. He can see her open expressions, and yeah, talking about it,
Okay,
she's sad faced.
so what's the difficulty?
Generally it's 6.
I know, but well,
Um,
okay.
I mean, I suppose you can make it higher, but in this case, it's not so much a ability to key in alert wise. It's just kind of detecting tones.
All right. Well, in that case, that is one success at diff 6. So I can tell that she's being truthful.
You can tell that she is very earnest. There's
Mhm.
nothing that would key on to her being dishonest about it.
All right. Well, listen, I never wanted to be a superhero. I just wanted to be a simple person.
I don't think most people do. But if you can do things like Anton can do, and you could use them to help people, wouldn't you want to?
Sure, sure, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, the monsters are there, even if you don't want to know they're there, and even if you don't like them. So, if you can kill the monsters to keep people safe. Seeing the monsters are scary. It bit me real bad.
Right, but Anton over there hurt the monster real bad too, right?
Killed it. But it had gotten my dad and made it like it was. And he went home one day and he grabbed me. And Anton took him off of me and made it go away. Was wearing my dad like a coat. And I mean, you can hear it. Like, you can even, you know how people's voices change a little bit when, like, they get tears in their eyes and all, they get a little choked. Like, you can hear it.
Right.
But, but now it's gone.
All right, all right, all right. I believe you. You aren't bad people.
We're not bad people.
Except for that bear man. I don't like him. But the rest of you are cool.
Bill's really loud, but he's not bad. He's just angry. She's just kind of idly stroking the hair a little bit, like, it's okay, buddy.
All right, Heidi. Go home with Becca. We gotta talk business. Me and him gotta talk business.
Can I bring back the pills?
See if you can get him off her and hand him in.
Okay. And she kind of gives JJ's shoulder a little squeeze as she shifts to move from around him, finally stopping the rubbing at his head. It'll have abated the worst edge of it, but he's still going to have a pretty nasty headache. And she'll actually go over and very similarly kind of reach out to Anton just briefly before sliding out.
He pecks her on the cheek as she's going out the door.
It brightens her back up a little bit. And yeah, she slips out. You can hear the little bare feet like patter, patter, pattering as she goes.
Again, pops feet up by the door, taking another drag of the cigarette. So,
Yeah.
this place is a safe haven for us. All of us come from different backgrounds. We work together and keep each other safe. Because there ain't nobody else out there that's going to do it for us. And we can give that same offer to you. But I need you to work with me too. Now I get the others. That was fucked up what they did. Not defending them. But everybody's scared. Not just you.
All right, all right, all right. Oh, yes, yes, okay, I'll do it.
You get to know some of them. They're good people. My advice, we'll give you some pills. Take care of the headache. Sniffs. Smell like sage.
Huh?
Each of us has a different scent. You smell like sage. She might be actually from the same crowd.
All right, whatever you say, Anton. Wait, no, he didn't say his name, did he?
Nope.
No. All right, whatever you say, guy. How old does Anton look?
17.
All right, all right.
He does have. He looks 17, but you can tell this guy is. It's the look in his eyes. He's seen some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do is get you some pills, get rid of your headache. Then you're gonna want to sleep because right now you're close to crashing. Combined with the fucking drugs and the adrenaline shot, you're gonna burn out quick. Then we're gonna figure out where you're situated, where your family is, get you feasibly working up and back with a good cover story, so everything's nice and hunkin' smooth. No trouble on your end, as long as you keep to the stories. And your family's not at risk.
All right, all right.
Sound like a fair deal?
I guess, since it's the only deal I can get.
I mean, you could just say no and tell me to go fuck myself, which will put us all the way back to square one.
No, I could do that, but then you'd be a thug about it, and you hate being a thug about it.
I do. I don't like hurting good people.
And just to interrupt that wonderful statement, there'll be the very lightest little tippity tap at the door.
Just opens the door slowly, extends his, tilts his head out.
Yeah, Heidi's just there and offers up a hand. Like offers some
Drops
pills.
them. Yeah, drops the pills into his hands. Thanks, sweetheart.
It's a little nod, and she flits off again.
Walks over and sets, puts the pills in JJ's hand.
All right, thank you.
Now, so you agree? So I'm going to give you a handshake, and that handshake means a lot. I'm going to hold you to that handshake.
All right. Come on, then. Come on.
Yeah, until I extend his hand.
and JJ will extend his hand 3 feet to the left. And then he'll stop. And he'll move his hand back and hit the back of your hand with the back of his hand. And then after he's about a foot away from your hand, he'll move it to the right. And when his palm finally meets your hand, then he'll, close his fingers and shake.
Attaboy. Smirks. Name's Anton.
All right. Pleasure's all yours, I reckon.
I've been on your end before, buddy. Don't worry. As he's turning to walk towards the door, picks up the shotgun. Which you'll see, like, if JJC just picks up the jacket and there was a fucking sawn off right there.
Mm.
Puts it over his shoulder. We've all been there before. And don't mind Bill, he's a dick. Okay?
Okay.
We'll work on your problems tomorrow. You have anything else, give me a call. Give me a shout. Just need to let out a yell. Alright? I'll be right over.
Okay.
Alright, kid. Get some sleep. You're gonna need it. Opens the door and closes it behind him.
And JJ, not actually trusting these guys, is going to put the pills between the box spring and the mattress and leave them there. And he's not actually going to take them. And he is going to try and fail to get up. And instead, he's just going to grab the pillow off the bed and put it underneath him and just sleep on the floor. But he can't sleep because he has adrenaline going through him. But he also can't focus because he's drugged the other way. And so between an upper and a downer, he just lies there catatonic for about 3 hours and then goes.
Yeah, then KOs the Odin sleep.
The Odin sleep.
Anton will just walk into Becca really afterwards.
Oh yeah. I mean, she's wandered just a bit away, but I mean she's still out in the hall, kind of glances up.
All good.
Oh,
Figure
good.
out where he is. We'll figure out where he is tomorrow and get that shit sorted.
Yep, well, I'll probably be back around to try to kick that fucking heater again.
Shrugs. Yeah.
But Mountain
Escape-
Man, she reaches out, ruffles his hair. Should probably actually go sleep in my own bed for once. Dad's gonna freak out.
I know. You get going. It's alright. Shakes his head.
You good?
No, but I'm not angry with you, so don't worry about it. I'll give her a smirk.
Yeah, they're as dumb and new as you were, so she just kind of shrugs. At least I didn't kill him
After
or some
all-
shit.
After all the talk and shit they've been giving me about being too harsh with people. Yeah. Scaring a kid half to death and then beating the shit out of him. It's a bit fucking rich as he's walking towards his room. Well, towards probably where Heidi is.
Yeah, there's the place where you guys have had the air mattress popped up from where you've let other people steal your room. So yeah, she gives a bit of a wave. That kind of got the smirk and the head shake, but heads out. And yeah, you get to crash with Heidi.
Yes.
Very well. Then at least for the moment, we will call this a scene. Perhaps with more to follow. Da-da-da.